Good morning, and welcome to your morning cereal.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Friday. And as promised, it is the first Friday of November. And maybe for some people, it's a payday Friday. That's the best kind of Friday. Well, today is National Cancer Awareness Day, and this is a moment for us to slow down for a moment here, just to honor those that are fighting this fight, right? Those that have survived it, and also the caregivers. Now, those of you that are fighting this good fight, we know you're on a pathway through life that you may not have chosen, but you're facing it with unmatched strength, and our hearts are with you. And it's also an important moment to remind people to get your checkups, take care of yourself, and maybe just tell someone that you love them today. Okay, well, our quote today will lighten the mood here just a little bit. It's from comedian Adam Devine, who once said, quote, "Don't take yourself too seriously. Nobody else does," end quote. Now, it always feels good to get knocked off your high horse from time to time. And remember that laughter and laughing at yourself is a medicine in and of itself. Even when life gets serious, humor, it keeps us human. Well, today's news, facts, and birthdays are for November 7th. We're going to start back in 1991. Who remembers this? Magic Johnson on this day, well, he announced that he had contracted HIV and he retired from the Los Angeles Lakers. Then, on this date in 2000, when we thought politics were controversial, the U.S. presidential election between George W. Bush and Al Gore, well, it was inconclusive. Do you remember that? Eventually, it was decided in Bush's favor by the Supreme Court. Then finally on this date in 2020, we're going to stick with politics. That's when former Vice President Joe Biden, he was declared the winner of the U.S. presidential race 4 days after the U.S. election, defeating then sitting President Donald Trump. Well, happy birthday to you. If today is your birthday, you share it with singer-songwriter Lorde. She's 29 today. Actor and comedian Adam Devine, 42 today. DJ and music producer David Guetta, he's 58 today. And he loves pork chops and applesauce. Peter from the Brady Bunch, Christopher Knight, he's 68 today. Hard to believe it. And legendary musician Joni Mitchell, she is 81 today. Well, the number one song on this date back in 1990, everybody knows it, Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice. Now, this sounds like we are splitting hairs, but this song was the first hip-hop single to top the Billboard Hot 100. And in doing so, it introduced millions of suburban teens to rap and maybe some questionable dance moves. Well, stop, collaborate, and listen. It became an instant catchphrase. And decades later, it's another karaoke classic that, well, any good Gen X parent teaches their children word for word. Well, Mel is back with a brand new invention, and it's her book, The Let Them Theory. And today we are reviewing the subchapter, Adult Childlike Behavior. And in this chapter, Robbins dives into why adults sometimes act like kids, and not in the fun way. She explains that stress and fear often send us into, quote, child mode, where we crave this control and attention or reassurance instead of accountability. Quote, when you feel powerless, you'll reach for whatever behavior made you feel safe when you were little, end quote. Now, that might mean shutting down or lashing out or even people-pleasing, right? Now, the trick is recognizing these behaviors when you're doing it, right? Robbins emphasizes that awareness is the turning point. Quote, you can't change behavior that you don't see, end quote. She gives practical advice for catching these moments. Here they are. The first step is pause before you react, okay? The second one, ask yourself, what age are you acting? Are you acting like a calm adult or that scared 8-year-old trying to avoid getting in trouble? Her point isn't to shame us here, it's to free us. Quote, when you can see your own immaturity with compassion, you can outgrow it, end quote. And that's the key, noticing the pattern without judgment. Growth truly begins in those small, little awkward moments with yourself when you say, quote, okay, that was me being childish. Let's try this again, end quote. All right, here is your Friday takeaway. Maturity isn't perfection, it's learning to hit pause before your inner 8-year-old takes the mic. So, on this Friday, let's lead with compassion for others and for ourselves, because growing up isn't just about getting older, it's about getting wiser, self-aware, and emotionally mature. Okay, well, have a great weekend. And just as a heads up here, you only have 48 days until Christmas. Hey, thanks for joining Morning Cereal today. We will see you back here next week. And as always, have a fantastic day. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Morning Cereal podcast on the One Life Live It channel. You can find more episodes and videos by visiting our YouTube channel and the website at Sean Inglis and at SeanInglis.com, where you can also follow our other podcasts, the Mr. and Mrs. Inglis podcast and the Life Happens podcast. In these other podcasts, we'll dive deeper into everyday issues, self-improvement and well-being, business and finance, and we welcome special guests too. So join us. It'll be a good time, I promise. Thanks again for listening. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.